I'm going to focus on some of the topics that you can look for. So first one, European theater, which is focusing on Germany, Africa, which focused on Germany, the Pacific theater, which focused on Japan, technology and machinery, which is basically weapons. First one, Europe, Adolf Hitler, Holocaust, which was the systematic rounding up of Jews and other people during World War II for their extermination. German warfare, which was particularly interesting. They had great technology, and they also used psychological warfare, including in this plane here called the Stuka, which had this siren that would howl as it was dive bombing, and was intended to terrify people. Here's the U-boat, underwater boat, and German Panzer tank. These were some strong pieces of technology and weaponry for Germany. The Africa campaign could be a question or topic. Also, the Germans invaded the Soviet Union. This is where the Soviet Union lost millions and millions of people. Now, Germany actually double crossed the Soviet Union. Germany had a pact not to attack the Soviet Union and vice versa, but Germany surprised the Soviet Union and attacked them. Could be General Montgomery versus Rommel. Montgomery is British, Rommel is German. Interesting thing about Rommel is he often disagreed with Hitler and would occasionally stand up to him, one of the very few people who would do that. Battle of Britain, basically London and other parts of Britain would get bombed. Here are people hiding in a subway tunnel. Also firebombing and the effects of bombing in Europe. Literally cities in Europe, especially Germany, were on fire. Large cities were on fire from firebombing, particularly terrifying. Battles in Europe is something you can look up. Other topics, Normandy invasion or D-Day. This is something that often stands in people's minds that has images, a lot of pictures from this event, which was something years in planning, very risky. Basically, the Allies attacking on France to try to kick Germany out and then go toward Germany. Japan's attack on Pearl Harbor. This is the USS Arizona Memorial in Pearl Harbor right here, which you can visit today. The Japanese Zero, a pretty formidable airplane, one of the most difficult ones to defeat. Japan's Bataan Death March, interesting. What are some of Japan's goals in World War II? How about Tokyo Rose, Japan's radio propaganda? So this was, Japan had this radio show with a woman speaking English. Generally, it was geared toward English listeners to intimidate them. Pacific Battle. So you may have seen this picture. This is in Iwo Jima. It's been turned into a memorial in Arlington, Virginia. So you could just do a search for Pacific battles. There's all kinds of topics on this. So battles in the Pacific, or look for battles against Japan, or island hopping as it was called. Albert Einstein and the Manhattan Project, basically the development of the atomic bomb. What are effects of the atomic bombs? Atomic bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Look at that devastation. How about the debate about dropping the atomic bombs? It wasn't a foregone conclusion the US would do this. This was a pretty risky decision, or something I had to really think through. Stranded Japanese soldiers on Pacific Islands. Some of these tiny, tiny little islands, the US didn't claim them, and there were literally Japanese soldiers there left for decades, thinking World War II was still going on. And some of these people were found 20, 30 years after World War II in the 1960s and even 70s. It's crazy stories. B-29 bomber, this is a US ship that dropped the atomic bomb, and many others. Io-class battleships are a fascinating piece of machinery. P-51 Mustang, US plane, pretty formidable fighter. The B-17 bomber, here's a picture of it all smashed up, yet it still was able to land. There's so many stories about these planes that got pounded on the air and yet still were able to land. Often you'll see these planes at air shows. You could study the Japanese surrender. So again, what you're going to do is you're going to pose a question and insert your topic here. Okay, so read through these questions. And in your assignment is going to be in a discussion. So the directions are watch this video, pose a question about World War II and type it. Use history.com to find the answer. Type a paragraph response and paste it in the discussion and include a picture with your response. I hope you guys have a really great day and talk to you later. Bye-bye.